Reverend Jodi Cohen, Hayashida. I'm calling in from Auburn, Maine, where I have lived and served my small congregation since the summer of 2000. The first principle of my faith tradition is the inherent worth and dignity of every person. That first principle gives birth to our fifth principle, which includes the use of the democratic process within our congregations and society at large. Because every person is inherently sacred, our faith teaches us every person's voice matters, which means that blatant attempts at voter suppression are not just the denial of people's voices and the denial of people's rights. They are the denial of people's sacredness, a denial of their inherent worth and full humanity. I have had conversation after conversation here in the sister cities of Lewiston and Auburn with people who have not bothered to vote in the past. It isn't about partisan politics. Neither party has listened to their needs or experiences, and neither party governs as if their lives are sacred. In the 2016 election, 140,000 low-income eligible voters didn't vote here in Maine. In the 2018 midterm election, 150,000 low-income eligible voters didn't vote. But as we have been mobilizing and organizing, claiming our voices and our power, it has become clear, I think, to the power hoarders in Congress that they can no longer rely on people to silence themselves. And they know how powerful we will be if we weave ourselves into community. And we see that they are afraid. So now, the fear of those who were elected to be representatives of the people have made them even more brazen in their attempts to silence and deny the full humanity of the same people they are supposed to represent. But what we see is that what makes them afraid makes us courageous, right? And even more committed. So I know that within this movement, we are going to keep finding our way towards one another. We are going to keep lifting up our voices. We are going to affirm the sacredness of every single one of us and continue to grow our power. Forward together.
We welcome you to the launch of the Mass Poor People's Low-Wage Assembly and Moral March on Washington, D.C., June 18, 2022.
And we need to do it with the biggest actions possible.
Because we know the only scarcity is the moral will to do what's right.
Veterans across this nation say enough is enough.
My voice is just as valuable as anyone else's.
We need the third Reconstruction.
We have an immoral system run by immoral people.
But together we fight.
And we become an agent of change.
We're rising up to demonstrate the compelling power that we, poor and low-income people, have to reconstruct society from the bottom up. It's time for a change!
We are people of resilience.